you are speaking, you are not audible. Yeah, no issues, Kamal. You can put it on the chat as yeah. Hi, Rubika. Uh, we are discussing about the how was the quiz, and I'm getting the feedback from everyone. Can you give your feedback about the quiz?
Yeah, excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
sir. I was browsing through the questions now once again, and
Okay,
I remembered where I faced the issue. Redirections was like there were some aspects which I forgot, so that was
okay,
an issue. I could not recall all the like different types of redirections,
okay,
so that was an issue. But other than that, like the questions, I could follow most of them. So yeah,
okay.
it was okay.
Yeah. Do you want any? Okay. Do you want me to demonstrate any of the concepts once again? And because those are the very basics here, and you'll be doing the same and again and again. I mean, again, there is a OPP is there. I think in 2 weeks. I think. Uh, if you have any doubt, let me know. I'll clarify out now.
Actually, I'm slightly unprepared as of now. Maybe by the next session, I'll go through the entire question paper and make a list of the
Yeah, yeah,
questions I
sure,
had
no
an
issues.
issue with.
Yeah,
Or I'll tag you in discourse. I'll ask them
yeah,
in
sure.
discourse maybe.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah.
If you don't mind, maybe you can go through that question regarding pattern matching of the time format if you have time for that.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I think it is. I don't remember the exact question number, but it was there in my question paper.
Yeah,
Yeah, sir. The
Yeah,
usage
sir.
of plus, question mark, and
Yeah,
normal for
sir.
pattern
Question number two.
matching.
Question number 264, sir.
264. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Like the entire question paper was released. All the subjects were released together for us. So in
okay.
that paper, it is page number 264. Sorry, question number 264. The page number is 233.
Okay. Okay. Got it. That regular expression matching, right?
Yes, sir.
The usage of, I mean, the regular expression to match the ISO 8601 standard.
Yeah. The
Actually,
question.
yeah, it was very simple. Even though it's a very complex match, I understand. But the only variation between the options is only the star plus and the question mark. I'll explain it.
Sir, can you please run us through the different use cases of the star, plus, and question mark? Like which case, which is more apt to be used and stuff?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Here it is the question, right?
Yes, sir. This is the one.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, here what you are seeing, and the only difference we are seeing here is the star plus and question mark. Before that I explained how it's matching. Okay. I think it's very clear. We are starting with the anchor point, so we are not considering anything behind that. So it has to be start with a number. It should be 4, then a dash. Okay, that dash should be 1 because just see the case. At max, either 0 or 1 is possible. Okay, so in this case, so we should not go with star because if I go with star, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 0 or above are possible. Also, I should not go with plus as well because I have a case where that dash should cannot be present in that. Okay, the dash may not be present in third state. Okay, third type. So I should not go with plus. Okay, so my only choice is and here another option. It has only one. So yeah,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
Sir, isn't the question that we have to select the option that matches with only one of the above formats, not with the
no, no,
others?
no, not one of the above, all the above.
Sir, please check that statement. Only one of the above, it says. Select the
Yeah,
extended
yeah,
regular
only
expression.
one of the above in the sense it can be either of that.
Yeah, like either of the three, but only that one, right? Not the other two.
It has to match. I mean, okay. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. I mean, either way, it matches with all the comments. Okay, only with the above. Okay. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's no issues with that. If it matches with everything, it's also fine.
Sir, but if it matches with everything, won't it be wrong? I mean,
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
question.
saying. Yeah. Actually, here we are testing only the quantifiers only. So here in this case, right, it can be either 0 or 1, which I identified from here. So I have to go with the question mark. Then again, 2 digits. I'm using it here. Then again the same category. So hyphen question mark. So again, then the date comes. So it should be 2. So I'm going with 2. Okay. Then T is there. So it is a straightforward only one character. So I'm directly giving T as T, the uppercase T. Then the time comes. So time is a 24 hours format. I'm not complicating much things, but I'm simply going with the simply digits. So 2 digits, then a colon. But when I see here that colon is absent here, so again I'm going with the question mark because it is either absent or at least at max 1. Same again 2 digits and same colon again 2 digits. Then here comes the part. Okay. Uh, in one case, it can be either Z. On another case, it can be plus 0, 0 hours, 0 minutes. So it's in a UTC. So now here I am using the OR operator. Okay. So I'm using either is a or it can be plus 00 colon 00. So here in this case, the plus has to be escaped. If I simply say plus, it will take as a quantifier. So here I am escaping the plus. So I have to end with this. So I'm giving the dollar symbol.
Sir, but this option C, won't it match with all of them?
Yeah, it will
Since
match
we
with
are
all
using,
of them. Yeah.
but then in that case, it should be the wrong answer, right? Because it cannot match with all of them. It has to match with only one and not with the others.
No, it cannot be possible, right? I mean, actually,
I mean, this question
Yeah, I
itself,
agree.
the wording is slightly
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah,
What
yeah,
it
I
says is,
understand it's ambiguous. Yeah, I understand it. But yeah, but no other option is nowhere near correct as well. I agree with you. It should be,
anyone,
yeah, not anyone, matches with
all of them.
all the above. Yeah.
So would you
Actually, it should
consider
be
this
matches
question?
only with the above date and time formats. Yeah. Okay. But either way, all the options are nowhere appropriate to what we have here.
Can you tell us then, like, for example, what is wrong with the third one, where we are not using the question mark because it will match with the first two, right?
Yeah.
I mean the last one. Sorry, option D.
Last one. Okay. If you are using the last one, right, it will match with either one or two. Yeah. But it will not match with the third without any punctuation marks. Like that.
And what about the first two, sir?
First two, it will match. Actually, the thing is, if I have a multiple hyphen in between, right, then it will match with the first and second will match with it. The second one will not match with this last third type, third format.
So basically, out of all the four options, there is no option that matches with only one of them.
Yeah, no.
So don't you think in that case this question should be removed from the evaluation?
No, I actually it's not that much serious issue.
Because
I think.
because the question itself is wrong then.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that much. I mean, once you okay. Anyway, we'll discuss with it. With the
Yes,
thing.
sir. Maybe this should be discussed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, just because you lost mark, not everyone, right?
No.
I
I am not
agree,
sure I
but
lost
yeah,
the
yeah,
mark. I'm not
yeah,
sure I
yeah.
lost the mark out
But
of
I
all the
don't
four
see
questions.
any potential. I mean, I don't see any major problem with this question. Okay, I agree. I agree with the wordings. Yes.
If the question is supposed to mean that the option should match with all of the three formats,
Yeah.
in that case the question is wrong. But otherwise it is correct. Please discuss this internally. I think this
Yeah,
needs
yeah,
to
sure,
be
sure.
sorted out.
Yeah. Others, any other questions should I have to should we look into? Okay. Any other questions to discuss? Uh, hello, sir.
Santana Krishnan.
Yeah, yes, sir. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
take
yeah. So
carry
yeah,
answer.
I joined. So I'll be here, and let us see whatever questions they have. Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah. Hi. Good evening, Pritadev.
So Professor Fanny Kumar.
Yes.
Yeah, sir. Since you are here, do you mind taking a look at question 264, the one that is currently on the screen?
Okay. Okay.
Because the question, I think, if the statement given in the question is what is actually meant by the examiner, then maybe this question should be maybe removed from evaluation. Can you please check this?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The
Okay,
students having the yes, sir. Please go on, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. So it's a negative question. So yeah, I mean, so the students find it very challenging, is it?
No, sir. Actually,
Because it has to be
the
tested
question is
outright.
a little bit ambiguous. The thing is, we get
The question,
like one matches only with one of the above daytime format, right? Actually, but we
so
expect them to match with all the format. Yeah, that's the concern student have.
okay.
Yeah, Santana sir.
Yeah.
So I just checked the transcript. I answered it correctly actually, but
Okay.
but still I wanted to remove.
Okay, so if if the formulation text is wrong, I mean, obviously we have two options actually. We can actually look at the fraction of students who would interpret the way
Yes,
it
sir.
is stated, or would interpret the way as we now mentioned as all of them. And normally what we do is that from our end we will see whichever is able to give credit to more students, so that what they have in their mind as the question is what we can give a credit. So that's what normally we do. In fact, that's what we do for every exam. Every question we'd see is there any success rate that is below the acceptable limit, in which case where is a possible ambiguity, and then we will see whether we can consider it. And that we do normally for multiple choice, where more than one is a correct answer and we have to decide on a partial mark. So we do all those things, there's no problem. But in this case, if the formulation is wrong, then I will pick between one of the two options, removal versus giving credit. I will pick between one of the two.
Yeah.
So Santana Krishnan, just flag it and separately let us look at the outcome and then decide.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the long numbers in front of the options, they are like the internal numbers, is it, for those options?
Yes, sir. These are
some 6406 something. No, there's some 640.
These are the TCS exam question number like this.
ID number. Acha, okay. The internal numbers of TCS. Okay, fine.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So these are all done on the proctored TCS centers, is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We'll look into the data and we'll make come to a decision, sir. Sure.
Yes,
Others,
sir.
any
Thank
other
you.
questions? Any other question? You can interact with the professor as well.
Sir, do you mind explaining question number 270 as well? I believe I had an issue with that one also during the exam.
Okay, fine. Yeah, let him scroll. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the idea is as follows. What we are trying to check is, do we notice that when you have an ampersand at the end of a command, it goes into the background and the command prompt is immediately made available to the user. Okay, so this is something that you can try it out readily. So any command you put, if you have an ampersand, okay, just type that out. No, type. Let us say you type the sleep. No, you can just type sleep.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sleep 10 and then ampersand. Okay, now the ampersand makes it come. Press enter again twice. Okay, now you can see that the command control is coming back to the user because the sleep PS. Put a PS there. Yeah, so you can see that on the background the sleep command has executed, but that is not actually affecting the user.
Done, sir.
It is done
Done.
just now because we took,
Done,
but
yeah.
you can do it again, enter and then PS. Yeah. Now you can see it's going on in the background. So while the sleep command is going on in the background, the command has come to you, which means that the first sleep 10 ampersand, second sleep 10 ampersand, third sleep 10 ampersand will all be going on in the background as fast as you are able to type. Okay, so therefore when you type echo good morning, the good morning will be coming as soon as you type. Okay, because the remaining, all the three commands are actually in the background, and this is something you can readily type now. Okay, so you can right now, you can do one thing, you can just slay, you can type sleep 10.
Yeah, you
Okay,
can give it as
sleep 10 ampersand. Yeah. Okay, and what you do, so, okay, open again. Okay, just open the file again and put a PS command before and after. So that we know that they are all going on in the background, basically. Yeah. So you can see that good morning has come onto the screen immediately. And when it is coming on, the sleep command is going on 3 times in the background. And it is still continuing because their 10 seconds are not over. So they are continuing still. So good morning is coming immediately onto the screen. So that's the idea. So ampersand returns the command prompt immediately to the user is the concept.
Oh, okay, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, one student asked that question that when we read input from standard input, what is the data type that input have?
What does it mean by data type? Usually it's only the text that is coming through the terminal.
Yes.
Maybe if he's there, we can pras. So when we read input, what data type does the input have? It's only characters.
Yes,
So the
sir.
terminal is actually a character type of device. So what you are typing is all thought of as characters, and you can't send binary. So though you are sending, every character is 8 bits, the bits are not read separately. They are read as if it's bunches of 8 bits and character. So if you want to have anything passed on in a binary format, then terminal cannot be used for it. So you have to use files.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So only after you said, I opened the chat window. Normally I forget to keep it open. Now I have kept it open. So if you ask something in chat window, I'll see it. Yeah.
Sir, have you discussed question number 270 already, sir?
Yeah, just now.
Okay, sure. Then I'll go back and check. No problem.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, the next question, question number 271. We had a question like this exactly, like the same question in mock test as well. So I I got it correct by like I memorized the thing from the mock test, but I'm still unable to understand the difference between the first three options. So maybe can you explain that, please?
There. Okay. You can look at the explanation for these substitutions which I have given in the notes.
Okay, sir. I'll check the notes.
So now you can also sort of rule out them using some general, I would say across various tools, Linux people have certain, ways of conveying. For example, when you have two numbers with a colon, usually it's for a range, and it is true for all arrays, for strings, etc. Okay, so therefore when you look at the option 4, you see that it's a 2:4. Okay, now if you look at the string, 2:4 is fitting with T space MA, because it's the second character for 4 characters, and it is exactly 4 characters matching. Okay, so you've got that 4C. Okay, so that is one thing that you would get knocked off. Now after that, if you look at the remaining ones, it should actually be allowing you to check what happens for the options where you have got the after the var, dollar parenthesis open var. After var, there are 3 different ways of providing something. Okay, now one of them is actually giving you the variable itself, which means that if it was set, then that would be the value. Okay, if it was set, it should be the value. Now for that, the convention about plus is what actually will come of help, and that is what will allow you to distinguish between the remaining 2 options where you have got the 4C matching. So this is I would say a thinking process by which people can answer a question without actually having to know each of them separately. It's an easier way of going about, and otherwise, actually, if you go and look at the how are the different defaults are given for a variable, whether or not it is set, etc. That lesson has all of these. In fact, a little more than this already covered. So. And Santana Krishnan, you can also now illustrate it straight away.
Yes.
So you can just on the command line itself, you can just illustrate. Yeah. Each of them you can do. What happens, each of them.
So when we use the colon, that minus, then if the variable is not defined, then we are printing the value which is giving here. So value. So here it will not work here. Because,
okay, it is already defined.
Yes.
Okay.
The var is
now
already
what you do?
Defined.
Yeah. Now what you do? Wait. What you do? Now you type unset var. Okay. Just type unset var. Okay. Now var is not defined. Now you can confirm it. Just saying that now you see that value has come. Right, this is the idea. Okay, the var is set or not. If it is set, the whatever variable was set will be printed. If it was not set, then whatever is there in the quotes, that is printed. So this is actually some. I want you to appreciate the succinct way by which an if else loop is avoided by shell, because it is taking the decision within just such a succinct notation of just one minus symbol. That's all. Okay, so if else loop is not required because it is already taking care of that. So if the var is defined, print it. Otherwise, print what is there in the quotes. That is the meaning basically. So like that, you can actually illustrate for the remaining ones also right away.
Yes.
So then they get, you guys type remaining ones one after that. That's it.
Yes. I'll go to the third one. Then that makes sense now, because
because
if we are
plus and
using
minus.
colon equal, when means if the value is not set, then it will print the value and assign it to the value. But if we are using simply minus, it will not assign. I'll demonstrate before that. I'm echoing the var because it is haven't assigned the value to the var. That value is not there. But if I'm using equal, it will print the value and assign it. So
Yeah, that is very that's a very important what do you say, nuance between the two utilities.
Yes. Then the second we come to that. Sorry. Plus, if it is assigned, then we are printing this value because the var is already assigned. If I unassign that, then it will not output anything. It's a kind of opposite to the one. So finally, we'll go to the fourth one.
Sir, but for plus, you said if the value is already assigned, then it will print. No? But
No.
for plus,
Yeah, it will print the whatever the value we are giving here.
so as per the problem, the value has been assigned to the variable. So why does the plus still give the not give that IIT Madras? It gives value only.
Yeah, no. The thing is, if you say plus, it will return the value which I specified here, not the original value. Original value which is assigned into the variable. The var always have the value of. Okay, now I unassigned it.
Yeah.
But for minus, it will pick from that whatever has been assigned to that value, the variable.
Yes. If it is assigned, it will give the original value. If it is not assigned, it will give the value which I specified here.
Okay.
But if you are using minus, it will not put the whichever value I given here to the value to the variable.
But for plus, it will take always the value which is assigned next to plus, adjacent to plus, whatever you mentioned. That value it will take in the case of plus.
Yes, if the value is assigned, then it will give the value. If the value is not assigned, it will simply not print null. It does not give anything.
Okay. Thank you.
So here we are starting with the index 2 and we are taking 4 characters. And unlike Python, in Python we used to give start and end, but here we will give the start index and the number of characters. Okay, any other doubts?
So Prabhuth is asking, yeah, I mean, if you have a question generically, you can always ask. You can simplify the question by, I don't know if you can share screen and all that. I don't know how that works, but you can write in the chat window, what is a string and what do you want to pick it from there and what are you trying, and we can see if we are able to give you. By the way, for regular expressions, I want to just inform the students that there are some websites which allow you to practice. So you could just place your text there and then practice various options there. It helps a lot. Many of the students who use those websites will. I mean, they have said that it's very useful. So regex1.com, for example, they are
Yes.
quite useful.
Hello, sir. Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, Prabhu,
Yeah, we are
your
able to hear
voice is
you.
feeble.
We're able to hear, but it's a bit feeble. Yes.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Now, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, sir. I am trying. I am trying to put out text which are in like paragraphs with paragraph numbers in it, and I want to show text say for each every for a paragraph within two numbers. Like if there is paragraph number 1 and paragraph number 2, I have set a regular expression to identify those numbers, and I want to show the text in terminal which is between those two.
Between and including. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Let us see if you are able to share.
Okay.
Yeah, sir, we have the sharing permission for students.
You have. Yeah. Let him share. No problem.
Yes.
So is it visible?
Yeah. Some screen has come. So supposing that it's your screen. Yeah. Prabhu's
Yes.
screen. It says. Yeah. So.
Okay. So here is my on the left side here I've used that grep command to highlight those.
Now.
Yes.
Now, let me just open the chat window and show you something. Now, if you say between the digits, actually, if it is only single digit, it will work because there's a way you can do a range. But all the paragraph numbers are coming in the beginning, so you could use it with the caret, no?
Okay. Actually, I didn't know that first.
You can use it a caret. So caret, I'll just show you here. So let us say I'm giving you the text window. Okay, so this one matches initial, digit
Oh yes.
at the beginning of the line. Okay,
Yes. Mm,
so that is something that you can use to pick a number. Okay, and it will pick any number between 0 and 9 at the beginning.
yes.
Okay, now if you really want to show the text in a range that is slightly more complicated, like the 17th to 19th, let us say. Okay,
Yes.
now for that a good idea is 17th and 19th, if they are actually each of the paragraphs is a single line, let us say, then you could use sed. Okay, so sed is a command. We will come into the next half of the semester, where if you type like 17th hyphen 19p. Okay, I would write here sed. Okay, and so something like that would give you the 17th to 19th lines will be printed onto the screen from the file name. Okay, so I mean you have other ways of achieving it in a very elegant manner also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sir, I am thinking of like it is like if I want to show this if I want to show this 46th paragraph, so I am thinking of the way to first specify like go to the 46 and identify the 47th and then show everything which is in between those. Is it the right way, or we can do it more
No,
efficiently?
that's what I was trying to tell you, that there are more efficient ways of saying it. So there are two efficient ways of saying it. If you are only interested in printing the line onto the screen and nothing more, then the sed command will do it in a very elegant manner. Okay, so the way I have shown you, it's something that is very simple. And let us say you want to do a little bit more complicated also, no problem. Awk, there is another language called Awk, which will be coming in the second half of this semester. And Awk also can do you, where you can tell that if the line number is greater than 17 and then less than 19, then print it. So that is something that also you can try it out. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, is there some other way we can do it? I can change this text file to different thing so that I can extract these values. So, any recommendations from you, and how can I like manipulate it right now?
See, when you do that grep command, it would grep for the pattern in every line, right?
Yes, yes,
So if it is every line, then wherever in the paragraph, if you have those, it will be finding it out. But otherwise, if you are going to look at it in the beginning, then you can look at it in the beginning in a fashion like this. Uh, for the range that you are talking about, you can use a shell script to run them to look at the beginning of the line to be each of those. So let me just try to do that for you. Just a moment. Give me 1 minute. I'm just trying to
yes.
make it here. Okay. So this Okay, so I am back now. I had a call from our dean, so I could not do. So what I am doing is that I'm going to copy paste a script here. Okay. Now look at the script. What it does is from 15th to 15 to 19, it will try to grep that particular number at the beginning of the file. Okay, so it will give you the lines which contains the number 15 up to 19. One by one, it will run for the beginning of the file to contain that line, and it will pick those lines and print for you. Try it out and see.
Okay, sir. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is there. Yeah. So you can copy it in a script and make it executable, and then that file should be renamed as your whatever file. What that file is equal to. Acha. Okay, now this is a script, is it?
Yes, it is a script file, sir.
Script. So then what you do is that the second line and fourth line you delete, because we don't, or you can comment them out. Put a hash. Put a hash and a space. Okay. Okay, and the grep command is there, no? Line number 2.
Yes.
So in that you put a hash. No, not the first one. The first one file you can keep it because your file is still required.
Yes.
And there bottom line number 8, instead of file you put a dollar file. Line number 8. Yeah, put dollar file because now you have defined what is file, so it will do that. Yeah. Okay. So now you try this out, and you don't need the fourth line. You don't need it because that's only when you line number 4.
Yes.
Okay, that's only when you need a line number 4 is only when you are keeping at the beginning of the file, so you don't need that. You can delete it out. Yeah, perfect. Now you run this script, and it should then print for you line number 15, 16, 17, and 18 and 19.
Yes, sir.
Okay, happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So this is a roundabout way as it moment, but as I told you that a said script, etc., are slightly more elegant. You will learn them as you go along. So the broad message is that if you become more and more convenient with shell script and such things, then you can do things in multiple ways, whichever is possible. So that's the message.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so some tips. So don't worry about the passing cutoff. We have also ensured that the questions which are necessary to pass are fairly routine, so that if you have been watching the videos without remembering too much, you can definitely answer those questions. So that part we are taking care. So you can say that the questions are of two types: easy and moderate. So we have not had any difficult questions in these exams because of the passing requirement. So we have ensured that the easy questions are covering the pass cutoff, so that if you have just watched the videos, that is sufficient. You will be able to clear it. Okay, so don't worry. Second thing I want to tell you is the way to watch the videos to learn. Don't watch it just passively. Have the video on, and when I am typing something and running some command on the screen, you should immediately pause the video, and you should also do the same thing. Okay, and that's the way to learn. And when you finish one video, you just look at your own command history. Okay, if you press up key, you will get the command history. You could also do that using the command called history. Okay, so there's a command called history command. Okay, so if you type man history, it will tell you. So you just then look up your history and see what all you ran as commands. Now that is something that you can then note down, and then look at them, try to do them again and again, so that you're practicing. So that's a good strategy for you to learn the content of what is discussed in the videos. It will be good for you. Okay, and the exams are also well defined for the videos. Which videos for which week is well defined in the website, and how many weeks content are we considering for the exam, that also is well defined. Sandhana Krishnan, you can just mention perhaps.
Yes, sir.
I think week 4, no, that is covered up to week 4.
Till
Right?
week 5, sir. Bash
Week
scripts.
5, yeah, week 5. So up to week 5, bash scripts is what is covered. So what are all the videos that are linked for these weeks? Look at them, practice the commands, whichever I am doing on the screen, you also do them, and that's all you need to do actually to do very well. I don't think you need to learn beyond what I am teaching to actually have the top marks. What happens many times is that students just watch the videos, they don't practice much, and that's where they then forget the concepts. So if you have typed with your own fingers, generally you will try to then understand that concept. So it's a practical course. Don't look at it as a theoretical course where you watch and then directly go to the exam. You have to type commands in the terminal yourself, and then things will be fine. Okay, and regarding the terminal access, we know that Replit is always available to you for free, so don't have to have hesitation what kind of a computer you have, whether Windows or Linux, just doesn't matter. Simply open the terminal and start typing out commands, and look at the output and make yourself comfortable with the terminal.
For those who don't know, you have Replit programming problems as well. Apart from the regular programming questions in the portal, we have some. Every week have like a 5 to 10 programming questions. You can practice that as well for your OBPS.
Sandhana Krishnan, sir, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Sir, in the previous term, we have heard that there were some issues in the exam portal for like system commands. This time there will be no such issues, right?
No, those are cleared. I mean, the semicolon things, those are cleared up now. That's why your week file got little postponed. But every works. If you write a command in your terminal, right, it will directly work. It exactly works on the portal itself. But unless if it's specified in questions, Like if your question is bounded by a single quote, then you have to escape it accordingly.
Okay. Got it, sir. Thanks.
If there is no more questions for 5 minutes, we can wind up this session, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, we can ask the students.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next 5 minutes, see if you have to ask something. Otherwise, at 17:20, I think we will wrap up. Okay, just give them a few minutes to
Yeah, sure.
come up. Yeah, 5 minutes. That's all. Yeah, Bhavya wants to ask something. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I actually wanted to inquire as to what is the procedure we'll be following ahead, because as we know, System Commands is a course of 8 weeks, and
Yeah.
we are on week 6 as of now.
Yeah. So you
So,
have actually 2 more weeks of break coming up. The semester, this particular period, the online BSc is going with terms, and this term, every term is generally about 12 weeks. And so because ours is only 3 credit course, we have got time to give you break so that you can use it for practicing. So we are going to have 2 more breaks, one after the SED and another after the OC, and that gives you breathing time to absorb the content and go for the final exam much better. And the courses will all finish in the term almost same time. So Santana Krishnan, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
right, sir. Got it. Thank you.
And yeah. So all of you who are enthusiastic to participate, please take it as my personal request. If there are any things that you want to be explained a little better or differently, or more examples, or more case studies, whatever it is, please do drop a line to us. You have our emails. I am also going to give my email here, onlinedegree.iitm.ac.in. Yeah. So you can write to us, and we will try to address them as soon as possible. Definitely we will improve things for next batch, because there will be some time for that also. So all your constructive suggestions will make things good for everybody. So I look forward to hearing from you offline also. So these online interactions is good. We are able to talk to each other directly. That's good. But even otherwise, you are welcome to pass on any inputs from your side. Discourse, I am not. I don't have the app with me yet. Yeah, I have to see. I have to first install the app first. Let me see if the discourse is where everybody is hanging out. Then yeah, I can also see. Do you see any other professor on discourse?
Actually, all the faculty, most of the faculty are there on discourse. Actually, it's for mainly for question answers and all. So yeah.
Yeah. See, in fact, at my home, my daughter and my son also have it, and I didn't know about that till we asked about it sometime. So it just so happens that nobody asked me. So you asked me. I'll do one thing. I will install it, and then let me take the help of my
Sir,
10-year-old daughter to get it
I
running,
sir, I
and then
believe
after
we
that
are.
I will join.
I believe we are referring to Discord. What I am asking about is discourse. There is a
Discord.
slight difference. That is a forum,
Yeah,
sir.
I read it wrong. Sorry. I was actually thinking of Discord only because Discord is being used by students to discuss, and I was only wondering, do we go there? Discourse is actually, yes. It's a portal where my ID needs to be enabled by the online BSc program coordinators. I will have to go and check that out. And I think some 1 or 2 weeks back, Ankur had actually said that they will set it right. So I will go there and then log in. If I am able to get in, then I will be there. I will answer questions there. So Santana Krishnan, just drop
Yeah.
me the URL. I
Yeah,
will
sure,
go and
sir.
I will go check, and then once I get in once, then after that I'll be there to talk to students, no problem.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Okay then, so 5:20. I think if we don't have any more queries, then we will meet again next week sometime. Sandhana Krishnan, is
Yeah,
it
yes,
time?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
so
Yeah.
yeah, I just copy the discourse ID also. I'm just getting it. Yeah. Okay, done. Okay, guys. Yeah, thank you. See you guys around. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Bye.